Guys, back from on stage. Get to be live with you tonight. This is not a recording. Let's see who's on right now. Oh, hi, Marva. Glad you're here. And Karen, thanks for liking and sharing. I appreciate that. Oh, hi, Myra from Iowa. And Jeanne, glad you're back. And oh, hi, Romaine. Oh, it didn't work for you, Romaine, on Facebook? Facebook's driving me crazy. I just checked and it's working now, but I'm glad YouTube's working better for you. Right? Facebook's starting to get a little frustrating. Last week when I did the recording, I know I set it up right only because when I set it up, it automatically makes an event on my Facebook page. Well, the event showed up, so I had it all working, but then when it went live, it didn't go live. It was driving me crazy. Oh, hi, Crystal. Wasn't sure if you're going to be able to make it tonight. I'm glad you're here. Okay, it was so good to meet you in person. We got Crystal and I were both at OnStage since last Wednesday. We were Wednesday through, well, we left on Sunday, ended Saturday, but Wednesday's when I got there. And I think I know that's when you got on there because we ended up being on the same plane from between Nashville and North Carolina. Okay, let's see here. See what I'm going to start off with. I'm making sure right now it looks like everybody is on YouTube commenting. So if Facebook doesn't work, again, I may not be going on Facebook anymore. We'll see how that goes. So if anybody's watching on Facebook, please say hi. That way I know it's working. When I checked right before I came on, so the countdown was going, it was showing up, but it could be messing up now. It seems like ever since they changed things that you can only have. Oh, good. Hi, Joan. You're watching on Facebook from Washington State. Good. So it is working on Facebook. But like Romaine, that doesn't mean anything. You go ahead and stay here on YouTube as long as it's working for you. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do the door prize real quick. I have got a ton of stuff to show you guys. Now, I'm not showing you my pre-order. That doesn't get here till Thursday. I actually didn't get that placed till yesterday. Splurge got 2-day shipping, so I'll get that tomorrow. That's something I do with my team to show them the pre-order stuff. That way, when they, because none of my team was able to go to OnStage. They'll be able to start pre-ordering here in April. So now I can show them some stuff so they know what they want to get. But I'll be showing you guys some sneak peek stuff probably the latter half of April. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. Oh, hi, Cindy. Glad you could make it. And Cheryl, howdy. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Go down a little bit here. Oh, hi, Sandy. Oh, Crystal, you waved in my direction. Good. Crystal also had to go to Illinois afterwards, so she ended up passing where I live. That's pretty cool. Oh, Sandy, you're on your phone. Good. Glad it's working for you. So notice you're on Facebook too. Good, because some people are having trouble with the Facebook working. Okay, now I did not do any door prizes last week since it was a recorded video. So this door prize here is from, see if I can get this to work. It's always really, really slow when I've got the door prize wheels up. So once I get rid of that, things will probably start working a little faster. My poor computer can't handle all that. This is from 2 weeks ago, the live. And everybody that commented #door prize during the live and the replay are in the drawing, and they get a chance to win this. Now, let me tell you how my door prizes work. Because tonight I'll be giving away the card I'm making here tonight, and it's with that brand new bundle. You're going to like it. I think, at least I do. I love this bundle. So first off, let me get some captions up. That's one thing I didn't do. I was having trouble with my camera, so I wasn't able to get things set up quite as well as I would like. So I'll go ahead and pop this up for door prize for right now. So if you live in the United States and want to be part of the door prize drawing, you have to comment #door prize, just like you see it there on the screen. It has to be typed in perfectly during the live, just because a program it pulls all the comments that have #door prize typed in there, and it's got to be spelled just right for it to know to put you in the drawing. If you're watching the replay, it's okay if it's not exact, because I'm the one that puts everybody's names in the door prize wheel that you're going to see here in a minute. But when I do the first card, I do 2 door prizes. The first one is for everybody that just watches live. None of the replay people are in on the first one. And that's the one I'll announce here at the end of the video. And then the second is for everybody that watches live and the replay. And I'll do that drawing next week. So I'm going to go ahead. If you have any questions, let me know. If I miss a question, a lot of times people answer for me. I thank you guys for that. As long as you definitely know the answer. Sometimes people think they might know, and you know how that goes. It's hard to keep track of everything. I'm on information overload right now after OnStage. We covered a lot of different stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the door prize wheel. That way I can get rid of it and everything will start working a little better. I took that. Hold on a second. They always put an ad. Okay, pretend like that ad's not on there. Every once in a while that happens. I just hope it doesn't have any sound to it. I don't know why I get rid of them, and sometimes they pop up and then they don't let me get rid of it later. Oh, good. Oh, no, another one popped up. Let's get this going. Let's see who's going to win. Congratulations, Patty. You may not be watching just yet. Oh, I've just remembered. Well, let me finish what I was going to say. But I have your address, so I will get that mailed out to you. If I see your name pop up, I'll let you know you won. So let me get, oops, I hit this wrong tab. There are so many different things I'm having to do in the background here. Get back to me again. So we can get rid of that stupid commercial. I'm not sure why it was doing that. Stop sharing, and now things will start working a little better. There we go. So congratulations, Patty. I'm glad you won. Like I said, I've got your address. I'll be watching out for your name because you usually come on later. So put that to the side. And like I said, tonight's door prize is going to be the card I'm making here near the end of the video. And I will show you that here. Well, you'll see it as I make it. Usually when I do my lives, I don't show the cards ahead of time, except for the picture. So if you saw the thumbnail or you get my emails, then you've already seen the picture of the card. But for those of you that don't get my newsletter or haven't seen the thumbnail, then you're going to be surprised. Okay, now I'm sure I've missed some people saying hi. Let's see. Marva, I can't remember if I told you hi. Hi, Marva, because you come on just about every week. And Jeanne, I can't remember if I said hi to you. Okay. And Sarah Mitchell, I don't think I said hi to you. Glad you're back because I remember seeing your name last time. Okay. Now, let's see what I want to do now. Okay. We're done with door prizes. Let's start looking at some swaps. Yeah, let's look at swaps. You guys like looking at swaps. Let me go ahead. I know I like looking at swaps. Actually, take that back. I'm going to go over the thank you gifts real quick. Let's go ahead and get this up. Since this is not a regular live, I'm forgetting what I need to do here. Now, I always do thank you gifts for people that order from me. And if you place at least a $50 order using the host code you see there on the screen from now until the end of the day, March 24th, which is this coming Monday, then you will get the door prize. Thank you. I'm not doing door prizes anymore. Thank you gift. Here, I don't think I've gotten over the sleep deprivation I had during OnStage. I'm catching up. It's still not quite there. So a $50 order using that host code, and that $50 is before shipping and tax. You will get the card kits to make each of these cards. This was the video I did last week. This is my Umbrella Days card class at home. And actually, they're not in the right order. I think it was this way that I did them, but it really doesn't matter. But here are the card kits. And I give, if you notice, I've got little iridescent foil gems, I think is what they're called. That was the embellishment I used on all 3 cards. And I give enough of those embellishments for you to do your cards. Plus anything that's embossed, I do for you. And any die cutting that's done with something that's not part of the bundle. And there are a few labels and things that I die cut. So for that $50 order, use that host code before shipping and tax. You'll get the card kits for those. If you bump it up to a $140 order, you will also get the Riverside Irregular Pearls. Now this one's my pack, so I can go ahead and open this up. There we go. I love these. I think this is white, gray granite, and Lost Lagoon. Make sure I said, oh, I was right. There we go. It's a little hard to see what they look like. The white, you can tell, are kind of iridescent. They all have a little bit of an iridescent look to them, but I love they're flat. They're not, there you go. You can see how flat they are. So with a $140 order, you'll get the card kits, plus you will get these pearls, and that's still using that host code. But then if you bump it up to a $230 order before shipping and tax, do not use that host code. You'll get all of this, plus you will get a Wink of Stella. So I did, both of these are a little more money for thank you gifts than what I normally give. So that's why the numbers are just a little bit higher, not much for you to be able to earn these. The cards are still the $50 order. So, but I do want to tell you one thing. A lot of you already know this, but if you place a $150 order or more before shipping and tax, do not use that host code. You'll still get the thank you gifts that you earn from me. Plus, you'll get Stampin' orders from Stampin' Up. But if it's under $150 before shipping and tax, you have to use that host code in order to get thank you gifts, because the host code makes it so I can afford to give this free stuff away to you guys. And pretty soon, host codes aren't going to be around anymore. I'll tell you more about that here in a little bit. But I think I'll be able to do another card class at home with host code. And after that, things will change. And customers are going to love it. I'm happy about it now, too. It's going to be a little easier. Yes, host codes made it to where a little easier for me to give you some free stuff, but I've made some tweaks, and you'll be getting some different kind of thank you gifts, but I think you're going to like them. Ones that I can afford to give you, and they're still going to be just as valuable to you as these have been. But they went over that stuff with us at OnStage, so I've got a little better understanding of what's going to be happening. I pretty much knew that it was nice to get verification for what I was thinking. So do this one more time, and I'll talk about it here at the end of the video. $50 order using that host code. You get the card kits to make each of these cards. I do the embossing and die cutting. It's not associated with a featured bundle, which is the Umbrella Days. If you don't have the Umbrella Days, I do get the card stock for anything that has to be die cut from that bundle, but you could also substitute with another bundle and use the card stock that I give in the card kits. $140 order before shipping and tax with the host code. You will also get the Riverside Irregular Pearls. bump it up to a $230 order before shipping and tax. Do not use that host code. You'll get Stampin' Words from Stampin' Up. You'll get all of this plus the Wink of Stella, a brand new one. So I'll go over that probably at the end of the video because I always have people that come on late. I want to make sure you knew about the thank you gifts. Get that over. See, I have so much stuff on here. It's a little hard to find a place for everything. Here, let me put them over here. That way I'll remember where they're at. Hopefully I'll remember where they're at. Oh, Joan, I do too. That Umbrella Days set is really cute. I like it a lot. I knew I needed to do that last week because we've got April coming up, and that makes you think of April showers or May flowers. Okay, tonight I'm making a flower card, so I guess I'm doing May stuff now. Okay, I'm going to grab my swaps, and I'm going to take the ticker down so you can see a little better. I'll leave that host code up there, though. And one thing I forgot to mention. Here, I'll go to me. You don't want to keep looking at my hands. For links, whenever I bring up links, if you're watching on Facebook, look at the top of the Facebook page. You'll see a Learn More button, and you'll find all the links there that I talk about. Now, I can give more links on YouTube, but on Facebook, like you can find my online store link there. I keep mentioning my thank you gifts like I just did. To get all the information there, just click on the thank you gifts page link, and you'll get all the information in case you, it makes a little more sense sometimes when you read it. So you can just click on that. If you're watching on YouTube, all of the links I talk about are down below in the video description. So you can check that out. Usually you'll see a little thing that says description. You might have to click see more, and then you'll see everything that I've put in, all the links I've added there. So I want to make sure you knew that. Okay, now we're back to looking at some swaps. I got some really, really good ones. And this one, I was surprised she was okay with getting a card because this is more of a 3D. This was by Laura McGinnis from West Virginia. But it's a little bitty stand. I've got a friend that makes these, and she puts a little calendar on them, but she will put little Post-it notes on it. Isn't that adorable? Let me bring it up a little closer. I love that. And I hope the screen is doing well. I'm noticing the last couple of weeks, the screen has not been, or the video hasn't been really clear. I'm wondering if I need to get a new camera, but hopefully you can see these pretty good. So that I wanted to show you that one. I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the envelope. I'm not going to be so particular with the cards. But that one's got a little bitty note in it. And some of them I won't take out of the envelopes, but that one I want to be able to show you the whole thing. That's good enough. Okay, now let me start showing you some cards. I'd made 60 cards. Here, let me show you what I made first. Now, this one is going to be a little bit different than the swap. This is actually my club card for this month. You can find out more about that in my monthly online card page. Excuse me. But it's past due to be able to get this one. The 15th is always the last day to subscribe. If you decide you want to subscribe now, you'll get in on the May club. But the only thing I did not do on the swap card were put these little dots on there. Everything else is exactly the same. That was one of my swaps. And then I also did this quick, cute one. I love this bee. This is called Meant to Be, I think. Yeah, Meant to Be. We've got 2 B sets, but this was the other one I did. I thought the same thing, Debbie. That's a lot of Post-it notes. I don't know how many she made. I really like it. I was happy to get it. But yeah, I thought the same thing. And I bet you she cut them down because it's kind of a different kind of size. So yeah, I was impressed. Mine were a lot easier to do, and I made 30 of each. So I had a bunch. I gave a couple of them to Stampin' Up for their board. And then here are the 58. So there's, well, actually 57 cards since I already showed you the Post-it note one. Here's one. This is actually using the same paper from this one I used from my swap. Kathy Maitland from Virginia. I thought this one was pretty. And this one was not an envelope, so I could show you real quick. I love how she put the gold stuff on there. That is really pretty. Then we've got this. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the way she colored it, the colors, and I love this paper. This is in that scrapbooking section. I can't remember the name of it. I've got it, but that's a neat one, and there's no name on it. I can't believe it. I wish I knew who made that, but isn't that gorgeous? This one, oh, it looks like she put it inside. Allison London Brown she was from Raleigh. She didn't have to go very far. That's where we were, Raleigh, North Carolina. So it's a little bit of a fun fold. Isn't that pretty? I love that with the wood on there. Okay, now that one. This one was done by Karen Ondis, Owl Star Stampers. I thought that was really cute. Simple, but it's still so, I mean, it's adorable. I love it. She did a really good job. And I think that's, I'm not sure where that Celebrate came from. I thought at first it was that dice set, but it's not. There's the beautiful butterflies. I love this one. I did a class on this a couple weeks ago. I did get some pretty cards, didn't I, Joan? I'm really happy with them. This is Jean Talamelli. I thought she did a really good job on this one. But yeah, I looked through these Sunday night after I got home really well. I didn't have a lot of time there in when we were there in Raleigh. That one's cute. I've got this set and I haven't used it yet. I can't believe it. She did a really good job. That's Laura Palmieri. I'm not sure. I'm probably saying her name wrong. I'm sure I am. I probably should just start saying first names if I can't read it. Isn't that gorgeous? This is Memorable Blooms because I've done that with my club before. Oh, hi, Anne. Glad you could make it. Oh, and Ruth, hi. I just saw you. You're from Pennsylvania. Glad you're here. And Debbie. Oh, yeah, Debbie, you're the one that said lots of Post-it notes. Yes, this one is Craft D. Oh, Deanna L. Price. I thought she did a really good job with that, coloring all those in. I love that. Then there's this one. This one's real colorful. This one's by Andrea Clements. This is probably one of the best swap cards I've got from a OnStage before. This is Judy Forg or Forgu. I'm not sure. This one is a, it looks like she did the envelope too. Oh, yeah, she put a little duck. She even gave us an envelope. Boy, she was very generous. Oh, I'm glad I opened that up. I never saw the inside. I thought it was just a regular gatefold card. Isn't that adorable? Wow. I love that. That is cute. Let's see here. Oh, did somebody leave I saw somebody said they love when they leave the measurements. I think these are mainly lists. Let me look. Oh, no, she did. I know which one you're talking about. The beautiful butterfly. Yes. There's always a delay when I see your comment. Yeah, she even left this one, left the all the supplies she used with it. It's really hard to get all that done when you've got to do so many. That's nice. Oh, this is from Lisa Griffin Zwolinek. I know I said her name wrong, and I should know that because she's a pretty well-known demonstrator. There's that one. I thought that was her when I was swapping with her. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. Oh, and this one. I love this one. Isn't that sky paper? I can't remember the name of it. It's in the online exclusives. And I do believe it was with the Arch set too, if I remember right. But I really like the way she used the cross on that cross set. That's really pretty. This is Vicky Vesio. Try to go a little faster because we've got a lot of cards to look at. Oh, hi, Polly, North Carolina. I wish I could have met you too. I got to see Crystal, but I didn't get to see you. I'm really bummed. There were so many people there, though. I'm surprised I saw Crystal, but we ended up being on a plane together on the way there. Oh, no name for this one, but I thought that was neat how they made the quilt. And this one right here. Oh, my goodness, I got to get moving. I've got a ton here. Cassie Miller. I'm here enjoying these cards, showing you these cards. I need to go a little faster. Oh, this is one set I would love to get. That's pretty. No name again. Now, this one is from Vanessa Reese. And I want to take this one out because it is pretty cool. I did open this one while I was there. It's a, so I'll try to figure out how to do this here. It's an accordion. Oh, there we go. It's an accordion, easel card. It kind of opens like that. And the other side has the greeting. So it's closed like this in the front. And then this must go like this, is my guess. It was just a little different easel card that I've seen, but I really like it. I think it's neat how she used the window sheet. And then I love how she did the inside. She put our embossing paste on there and embossed it. I do believe that's what that is, with that sand dollar. I thought that was cool. Okay, put that together. I probably have to put these. This is my friend Tanya made this one. This is one of the new bundles in the or suites and online exclusives. My roomie Jody made this one. Love that one too. Oh, and this one's gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? I've done a class on this one too. This is Beverly Aselin. I'm not sure. Put it up there. But I love that. I love the colors she used on that one. Oh, sorry, getting out of the screen. Then this one was done by Linda Clow. There we go. I just got this bundle. Haven't had a chance to use it yet. This one is Geraldine Skalny. Like that one, a cute little birthday one. Oh, Lynn, did you see me on stage, but didn't have a chance to introduce myself? Oh, shoot. I would have loved to have met you. You were the other one. I knew there were 3 people that said they were going to be there that I saw in comments. Wish I could have met you. Oh, there we go. Let me get that right. Isn't that mouse adorable? Get that a little closer. That is cute. I'm seeing I need to get closer so you can see a little better. Rhonda Smith made this one. Then this one is Juliet Gable, I think. I thought that one turned out pretty. It's real simple, but isn't it? She stamped it in black and then just used a blending brush and put a little purple back there. So it doesn't take much to make a really pretty card. Oh, hi, Ruth. Glad you're here. Oh, Ruth, you just put hashtag door prize. That's right. I said hi to you earlier. There's this one. Oh, and this makes me think of we've always got those 6x6 DSPs that you can get in each color family, get a pack in each color family. The new one is so pretty. I haven't seen it in person, but we saw a few cards made with it for presentations, but I'm definitely going to be getting out those papers. They are so pretty. You're going to love the patterns. I can't show you since I don't have it. I'm not allowed to show you the inside of the catalog either. I'd show you. I thought this one was really neat. That's with that textured notes. That's the one I used for my club this month. This one was Mary Ellen Stites. I've heard of her too. This one is Pauline Colati. And this one was Margaret Workman. This one is a fun fold. I just kept it out of the bag she had it, or envelope. Oh, sorry, out of the screen again. There we go. Oh, no name on that one. This one, my upline made this one, Sherry. I like the way she colored that in. Sherry Stojkovic, that is. Let me grab. About halfway through, I'll go a little quicker. Hopefully, let me know if this is getting too long. Oh, good, Ann. I'm glad you're liking them. Oh, hi, Donna. I just saw your name pop up. Another simple one, but it's really cute. I love it. And she gave a list of everything, too. But I don't see her name. Oh, there we go. Annie Noel. There we go. This one's using that pretty paper again from the Botanical Texture Suite is what it's called. It's got 2 different. Oh, no name on that one. This one is Therese Burdette. I thought she did really good on coloring, doing the coloring on this one with Stampin' Blends. And this one is Tracy Payne. I love this media, a mixed media suite. I think it's Mixed Media Floral Suite, I think is the full name. That's another online exclusive. Not all of these, but a lot of these are online exclusive, some of the new ones, because we knew those would be around a little longer. We'd be able to show these longer. This one is Angela O'Connor. And this one is Donna. I'll just put it up so you can see your last name. I don't even try to say that one. But that's pretty. I love this paper. And I'm actually using that on today's card. I don't have the new paper that goes along with this bundle. Glenda Carter Brown. You see how simple that is, but how cool it is? That's from that Textured Notes bundle. And that's the other paper that comes in that suite, the Botanical Textures. Then we've got that one again. This one is Melissa Perswell. Some of her name came off, so hopefully I said that right. This one is Ariel Matera. Another one, not a lot of stamping, but it's still gorgeous. I love it. There's this one. This one probably took a while. She had to glue all those pieces together. Oh, good, Debbie. She said, no hurry, enjoying seeing them. Good. My upline and teammate were they there too? I'm anxious to see if you got one of theirs. Oh, that would be cool. Hopefully it wasn't one of the ones that didn't have a name on it. There we go. So, this one's another one without a name. Isn't that neat? I like that. That's in the annual catalog. Then we've got this one. I got a few of this bundle. I can't remember the name of it. Susan Speranzi. There we go. Then I've got this one. That mushroom set, by the way, did make it into the annual catalog. I do know that. I can let you know that. Leah Harrison. Now, I don't know everything that's retiring. That list will come out in April, by the way. They didn't let us know that, but because it used to be if you don't see an annual catalog, it's retiring. That's not necessarily true because some of it might just be moved to just online and not in a catalog. But this one I definitely saw in the catalog, so we're good there. There's that Storybook Friends bundle. I did a class on that. That was my last one. That is Maureen Strittmatter. I think that's how you say it. Isn't this one cute? That's with that. Oop, the screen got really blurry. Oh, I hope that gets better. Hold on a minute. There we go. I think sometimes if the light hits the cellophane, the clear envelopes, it kind of messes up the camera. So that's probably what happened there. Isn't that cute? This one, oh, no name. Shoot. I thought that was very adorable. I love the black and the yellow together. Then we've got this one. I told you I got a lot with this bundle. Everybody likes this bundle. I can't believe I just got it. Sandy Reese, I think is what is her name. I don't see where she's from. Oh, Jonesboro, Arizona. There we go. Or Arkansas. AR, it's Arkansas. Yeah, Arkansas. There we go. There is that one. Oh, this one I got to take out. It's a spinner card. So this will just go around. It probably might have gotten a little flattened. It was spinning really easy when I got it. Yeah, there we go. Now it's going better. And this one is by Heidi Robeson. There we go. And I'm getting close to the end. This should be the last. Yeah, this will be the last stack. Oh, this one my friend Tanya made. She's got texture on it. She used the, I think I've even got them right here next to me. Yes, I do. The Metallic Enamel Effects Basics on that. So it's got that copper on there. It's really got some texture to it. So it really looks like there's icing on there. I thought that was so adorable. So I ended up getting 2 cards from Tanya because I got one from another friend. So yeah, that's Tanya. I thought that was hers. This one, I have this set and I still haven't done anything with it. Isn't that beautiful? This one was made by Faith Gallagher. I thought she did such a good job on that one. I love the colors on it. It's really pretty. Then this one was done by Kay Young. She just used a bunch of different elements from that birthday set that's in the mini. I really like that a lot. Oh, and there's another one. You can tell we all like that botanical textures paper. Oh, no name on that one either. I think I remember her face, but I didn't know her. Oh, and this one, I love this. I don't know if I would have thought to do this. This is Stephanie Flath. This one is part of this is the suite or the bundle that I'm featuring in my club in May. And it's got masks, decorative masks to color this in. But she just simply stamped the stamp on, I think this is Fresh Freesia, and used Fresh Freesia ink and had that more of a background. Isn't that pretty? Very quick way to do it. And you still see that beautiful flower. And then just put a thankful for you friend with the pretty paper. And she used the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. That's part of that botanical textures suite. But I mean, I just thought that was really pretty. I love that. And then this one is Dawn Tuck. I love the name of her. Tuck and Send Custom Cards. That's cute. But there's that. And we've got this one, that pretty, let's see, this is Floral Delight DSP is what that is. That's what I'm using on the cards. Oh, sorry, I got the screen again. Oh, no name on that one. Oh, did I get this twice? How did I get this twice? Yeah, this is that Vanessa Reese. Well, I already showed you that one, so I've already got that. And then this one, that's that Dragonfly one again. This is Kara Polson. My stack, I'm afraid, is going to start falling down, so I better stop. And this is a brand new online exclusive. Can't remember the name of it. But this one is from Carol Slack. I thought that was pretty. Oh, no name on this one either. I thought that was gorgeous, the way she did all the flowers around it. This one my friend Susan Smith made. I can take this one out. I love how she used all those yellows. And then there's the paper behind it. Isn't that pretty? And I've got this. It's Spring Corners, I do believe is what the bundle's called, or the stamp set's called. It is a bundle because this is die goes along with it. I have not used that yet either. I've got too many things I need to make stuff with. Then there's this one. This one is Carol Thompson from Phoenix, Arizona. I thought she did a good job on that one. And the last one is another beautiful butterflies one by Tracy Sorge from Wisconsin. So those are all my swaps. It was worth making all those cards. I was up not super late getting those done last Tuesday. I didn't get to spend time with my husband and son before I left, though, but that's okay. I think my husband fell asleep. They were watching well, no, he didn't fall asleep. They were watching the Pacer game, and we won, and I missed it. I was so upset. They did a really good job. I guess it was a nail biter and won it right at the last second, and I missed it, but that's okay. I had fun making these cards. If I hadn't finished them, I wouldn't have been able to get all those swaps, so I thought those were really neat. Okay. Now I've got some things to show you real quick, and then I'll start making the card. I thought I'd show you some of the stuff they gave us. Oh, hi, Melissa. Glad you could make it. I just got done showing on my swaps, but you can watch the replay because there are a lot of really good ones. I think you're going to like them. They gave us this really neat bag. Oh, I knew I wouldn't be able to get it in the screen. It's one of those, it's a well, yeah, I guess it is plastic. But it's got a little compartment inside. It's actually got some more straps. I can put these plastic ones on. Some people did that because it's a little easier to carry around, and I probably should have done that. But it's got a little, this whole compartment will come out. It's like you could take this on the beach and put your beach towels and things like that in it. But I really like this. They always give us a bag every event. See, I've got a place for my pen. I wish I could get the whole thing in there. I was afraid I might be too close. I'll kind of bring it down. As you can see, it's got some little texture to it. Maybe I'll take a picture of it and put it on my Facebook page. That way you can see it a little better. I love getting the bags at OnStage. It's been a few years since I've been able to go to OnStage, so I was excited about getting that. And then we got a few things inside. These are going to show you the new in colors. And I've got cardstock. I went to an event. We had to pay a little extra for this event. It was called After Hours. And they gave us a pack of the in colors in the cardstock. That was just a little extra thing they gave us. So I'll show you the pearls. These are the 2025 to 2027 in color flat pearls. So let me think if I can remember these names. Oh, I knew I should have written these down. No, that's Cloud Cover, Timid Tiger. Oh, this is Strawberry Slush. How many of you remember Strawberry Slush? That was actually, this is the first time we've had, okay, let me back up a little bit. This last year, the new in colors, we had Pretty in Pink, and we still have Pretty in Pink. We've got another year with those. That was an old core color. Core colors are the ones that are in subtles, neutrals, regals, and brights. And that was actually a subtle, yeah. And that came back. So that was the first time that had happened. This one was an actual in color, and it came back as an in color again. And I'm really glad it's back. I love that color. This is, oh, shoot. You know what? I'm going to look over here, make sure I don't show the pages because I want to remember the names of these colors. I will get them. They're cute little colors. I'm impressed. I remembered 3 of them. Oh, where did the colors go? I don't know where everything's at in this catalog yet either. Oh, there we go. Now I found the colors. Okay. Strawberry Slush, the Timid Tiger, Darling Duckling. I knew it was something like that. I couldn't remember it. Cloud Cover. And this is, the dark one is Secret Sea. I got to say sky, but Secret Sea. It's a really dark color. So here is the Darling Duckling with the yellow. Here's the Timid Tiger. So that's the orange right there. Then the Cloud Cover. It's like a grayish blue. There's the Strawberry Slush. And here is that Secret Sea. But I really like these a lot. I think it's just a neat combination. They look so good together, don't they? I really think that would be a neat color combo, just using the new in colors. but I love this. Yeah, I saw some people. Yeah, I was thinking Cheryl. I was doing the same thing, like something C. I can't remember, and yet Lint, Darling Duckling. I knew it was. I knew it was. They started with a D. I just couldn't remember the whole name. Okay, so those are the new in colors. And in case you're wondering, those of you that are customers, you'll be able to start ordering from the new catalog May 5th. And oh, and that's one thing I keep forgetting to even mention. If you want to if you don't have a demonstrator of your own and you want to get the catalog free, what you can do is if you haven't placed an order with me since, I think it's the end of December, like December 30th. If you haven't placed an order since then, or no, take that back. Since November 31st, that's what it is. If you haven't placed an order since November 31st with me, it has to be at least a $50 order. I will put you on the list to get the annual catalog first thing. I have to turn in all the addresses on March 31st. So you have until March 30th to place that $50 order. That's before shipping and tax. And I will add you to that list and you'll get it the middle to latter part of April. You'll definitely get it by the end of April, but you'll probably get it before then. But it'll start May 5th. So if you have any questions, just let me know. So there's new in colors. This was part of our, and I haven't even looked at these. I just opened them up. I didn't have time to make the, make and takes. We had make and takes that we can make at lunchtime. I'll make them later. And I thought, you know what, I'm kind of glad. Oh yeah, Joan, excited for new in colors, me too. I get the ink. Oh, that makes me remember. The cloud cover one, this one right here, that ink pad is not going to be available for a little while. They had them all in. After you stamp it, they even had one out for us to stamp with the make and takes, and it did turn gray. This is a bluish gray. The color actually changes after it dries. Not good quality. Stampin' Up is not gonna have it available until they can get that ink pad fixed. So hopefully that won't take too long, but I just want to give you a heads up. These 4 will be available: the Darling Duckling, Strawberry Slush, Secret Sea, and Timid Tiger. You'll be able to get those ink pads, and I'll be having those here coming Thursday. But this one we're going to have to wait on. Hopefully they'll be able to get that figured out. We had that happen with Purple Posy, and they weren't able to figure that one out. So I'm hoping that one gets, they can figure that one out. They'll be working their hardest to get it working. Now this is a brand new Memories and More. It's called Celebration Expressions, Memories and More card pack. These are the 4x6 cards. And you get, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of each. Whoa, usually they don't give you that many. I kind of like that. So there's the other side. So these work in the little, the scrapbooks that you can put little cards in. They've got they're sectioned off, the page protectors. But you can also use these on cards, which is what they had us do for the make and take. I just didn't have time to do it. But now I can show you all of them. But I would have been able to because I didn't realize we had 6 of each. I like that because now you can make more. So these are really good for making birthday things. And there's the other side. I thought the colors were really neat. This is the first time I looked at these, like I said, and then 6 of these. So there are 3 different designs in the 4x6 cards. So you'll be able to use these a lot. Then we've got, these are 3x4. These are always harder to get out. I don't want to rip this up, but I might have to. Usually once you get some of them out, the rest of them start coming out. Ugh. Well, shoot. Okay, yeah, now it's coming. Okay, I probably got it mixed up. So let's see if there's 6 of each in these smaller ones. I think there might be 1, 2. Oh, there are 4 of each on the small ones. No, I take that back. It is 6. They were sticking together. So we've got this side and this side. And then this one. This one's got some words on it. Hoping the picture's looking good. Oh, I already showed you that one. Then we've got this one. Get a little closer. With that size, it's got spaces to write because these are geared for scrapbooking. Like I said, if you don't scrapbook, they're really good for cards too. And they've got some card bases again, like they always do. And we've got this one. This is What a Crowning Achievement with this side. And then we've got, I like the stripes on that one. And I do believe that's it. So those are the Memories and More cards they're called Celebration Expressions. Those are brand new in the annual catalog. And some of the things we got are not just annual catalog. The bundle I'm going to be using, not only are there going to be new annual catalog products at the beginning of May, it's May 6th. I think I said May 5th earlier. It's May 6th. We'll also get new online exclusives. So there's going to be a lot of new stuff. And that's what the bundle I'm using here today. This was the stamp set they gave us free to make the make and takes. And the neat thing with this, I wish I'd had time to make something with this. I was going to try to, like, you can stamp happy birthday in a lighter color, and then you can put happy birthday and stamp to you maybe in a darker color on top. So they layer. It's really neat. I saw some cards made with this and they were really, really cute. So that's a good stamp set. And this will show you how big there we go. That's the actual size. I know they're backwards. Here, we can do it this way, but that lets you see how big they are. So they're a little bit bigger than what they are on the front. They had its images are 85%, so a little bit smaller. Now they gave us these. These have been around. I think they came out in the mini, either the mini that we're doing now or the last annual catalog. But they're the Greetings for All Mix and Match. Those are you can get now, and so you can go to the online store. Actually, I think they might be out of stock right now, but they're getting more, of course, because it's in the new annual catalog. But you can still go to the online store, search Greetings for All Mix and Match ephemera pack. I had to remember how to pronounce that. And you can see all of the designs there. I don't want to get them out because they're going to get torn up. And then last but not least, they always have a thing called Prize Patrol. And here, let me show you this. We all get our little lanyard. And then, and my upline gave me a nicer one, and I totally forgot to switch it out. I was going to because I liked hers better, but here's the black one. I got these neat. It's got a big OnStage in this. The little ones, everybody got some different ones. Some of them got the same ones, some of them got different ones, but we all got this one. And then this one, I was number 2 for Prize Patrol. Those were all my little ribbons. Those were my achievements last year. I'm only showing these. This was my best year. This is actually the year from October 2023 to September 30th of 2024. So this was the year that ended back in September 30th. But I got the incentive trip. I had a really good year, and I've got you guys to thank for it. I really appreciate you guys a lot. So that's the only reason I'm showing that. I'm not tooting my horn, but I only got this because you guys have been supporting me. So I really thank you for that. I've never had a year like that. That was good. That was number 2 and number 2. And I was so excited because of the 3 they gave away. This was the one I liked the best. Pretty Florals. And I'm getting the bundle and everything else that's in the suite. But there were some neat cards that they showed us because they did most of the, well, I think they did do, let me think here. Oh, no, they didn't. But a lot of the Prize Patrol things and things like that, they actually showed us some cards made with it. But I think this one is really pretty. So that was my Prize Patrol. And then with the after hours, we got to pick from a turtle suite. And I know what I was trying to say. They always give us a product premiere that we get to pre-order from. And they showed almost everything that was in the pre-order, a lot of it anyway. They showed, did little presentations with those bundles and stamp sets and suites and things like that to give us some ideas. Well, during the after hours, we could pick the turtle suite, the bundle that's in that suite. We could also pick this one. This is one I picked. It's called Impressions Abloom. And on my card, I'm actually going to use all of the images. That's right. I used all the images, and I used the I Appreciate You. It's a 2-step stamp, as you can see. And then here are the dies. And I love the oval. I'm going to be using those. So they're actually, you could pair these together. And this one makes texture inside. So the outlines will die cut the flowers that you stamp, or you can pair these together and put this inside, and it will put a lot of detail into the flowers. Now that I didn't do tonight. Let's see, woman said, did they change the catalog to look like the older ones and not like last year? It's still a smaller catalog. It's got more in it than it did last year. They actually have all the DSP that's in the catalog all together on one page. You don't have to go flipping through pages to see all of the DSP that's in the annual catalog. They've got pages for that. I wish I could show you, but we aren't allowed to show the inside of the card. There's a page for all the embellishments there in the annual catalog. There's a page with all the embossing folders in the annual catalog. So it's a little more like it used to be. I think you're going to like it better. But I can show you the outside. So there's the outside, and that looks more like our old catalogs too, doesn't it? So it's got some of the things. That's actually this one right here. It's made with that pretty flower set I just showed you, so you can get an idea of some of the pretty things you can make with that. But this is all I can show you the catalog. We've got some scrapbooking in there too. Now that when close to my heart, a lot of the makers came to Stampin' Up. We've got some scrapbooking stuff now. So that is the annual catalog. That's what it looks like. That's all I can show you. Yeah, Romaine, we were all really happy when I think a lot of us went right to the back to make sure there was still a page with all of the DSP, the embellishments are in there. Of course, there's still things that are just on the online store, but anything that's in the annual catalog, we don't have to go through the whole thing to look at the DSP. All the annual catalog DSP is on one page and things like that. So I was really glad they did it that way again. I wasn't sure if they'd be able to change it that quick because normally they start working on a catalog 2 years ahead of time. So I was glad they were able to make some of those changes for us. So the dies, I'm going to be using all of these on my card. So now I'm going to start making that card and then we'll be done. I'm only making one card tonight. So I've got all of these outline ones and I'm going to be using this one. And then I love they have given us 2 leaf dies here. Be doing that one. Oh, thanks, Romaine. She's congratulating me with my achievements. It was a really good year. We'll see how this year goes. It's not quite as good, but it's turned out pretty good, though. Then we've got still better than what my business used to be, so I'm happy with it. Then we've got 2 dies here with this to make stems. I'm going to be using those. And I'm using both of these. This actually makes a oval, but it also makes a frame. You'll see how it works here in a minute. And then I'm also using this one. This one just makes that an oval. So put that in. I think those are all the dies. So I've still got all of these dies I haven't used. So there's a lot of different things you can make with this. So let me get these out of the way. And I'm going to stand up and start making a card. I think I've shown you everything I was going to show you. Yes. So now we can start making this card here. This is Daffodil Delight, 8.5 by 5.5. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. Oh, thanks, Melissa, for the congratulations. I appreciate that. So I'm going to get these corners lined up like I always do, and I'm going to fold a card in half. I just think it's a lot easier to just look at those corners and not look at the sides, and it always folds really good for me. It's going to be a regular card, so the fold is on the left. Oh, I already embossed this. This is that one I used. I think I used this in the one of the cards last week. It's the cute crochet. It is a 3D embossing folder, but when you touch it, you can also tell, because somebody had asked me about this in one of the comments. It's not raised up a lot like of some of the other embossing folders, because they wanted to make it more look like a crochet. It's a little fainter. Oh, there we go. You can see it a little better. So it's not raised as much, but it's really pretty. I love it. There you go. So that's that cute crochet. I just want to show you what that one looked like. And then I'm going to use a piece. This is from that Floral Delight DSP that's in the January to April mini right now. This is a 4 by 1.5. And I'm going to go ahead and put that along the bottom. I'll go ahead and put some of these things together right now, and then I'll do some stamping. So get my seal on here on each end. And I'm going to put this right along the bottom. I thought about leaving a little white underneath, but I kind of like it better all the way down. I want to be able to show more of the DSP. I'm not putting any ribbon on it, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on the card. Get that ready. And then I'm going to do some stamping. And you are going to love the way these flowers stamp. They are so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. Oh, let me grab. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Can't reach it. There we go. I don't know why it's still on my table. I want to get my Stampin' Paper mat out because it is a photopolymer stamp set. First off, I'm going to grab this piece of Lemon Lolly. It's 4 by 3/4 inches. And by the way, since this is not part of a class, I'm going to put all of the dimensions and stuff in a blog post. What I will do this blog post tomorrow. Because of going to OnStage, I wasn't able to get the blog posts up for the class last week. I'll get those up here this week, but I'm going to go ahead and do this one tomorrow. That way you'll have all of the sizes, so don't worry about writing them down. I'll have them all in that post tomorrow. So it'll probably show up sometime tomorrow afternoon, either late morning tomorrow or probably in the afternoon. That's right. I need to get my card class at home from a couple weeks ago out tomorrow. It was supposed to be out today and I ran out of time, but I will get that out tomorrow for sure. This is 4x3/4 lemon lolly. I'm going to use that. I appreciate you. I think I told you I was using the thanks. I meant to say I appreciate you stamp. I'm going to use pecan pie. Oh, hi, Patty. You won. This is from last week. So you won this. I want to make sure. I figured you'd come on later. You won this, so congratulations. And as you know, I've got your address, so I'll get that mailed out to you. Oh, hi, Kathy. Glad you're here. And Becky, glad you're here too. Okay. And Kathy's saying, you've got that in crochet embossing folder. Isn't it beautiful? I love that one. Now it is good for quilt cards. You're right. So I'm going to use pecan pie. And I'm going to put this right in between, right in the middle. Being photopolymer, I can see right where I'm putting it. There we go. So that is ready to go. I am going to need pecan pie here in a little bit, just not quite yet. I'm going to grab a piece of basic white. This one is 4x3. And so I'm going to do the flowers. The first flower, I'm going to do the big flower first. So I'm going to grab this one. That's with Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to use Peach Pie for the more detailed one. I'm using all the colors that are in the Floral Delight DSP. Now, when I do two-step, I almost always, I don't want to say always, 99% of the time probably, I always do the darker color first. And you can see that there's a thin petal kind of sticking out over here. That's going to be important here in a minute. I'm going to put this down quick. That's with the Peach Pie. Then I'm going to grab this one. When you turn this over, see this one that's kind of sticking out here? That's how I know it's going to line up like this. So I don't have any ink on it yet, but that's going to show you how it lines up. Now, at first, I did it with inked it up and then stamped it on there, and the Daffodil Delight was just a little bit too dark. So I'm going to, oh, shoot. Turn over. Slipped right out of my hand. Let's do this one again. So there's the Peach Pie. Get that out of the way. Stamp off. Now, and I can see better too when I stamp off. It makes the stamp a little lighter, but that's why I always start with the dark. You can see how I can line it up now, hopefully. That's the one thing with lives. Sometimes, like I've been saying, the video is just not as good. I'm paranoid about that because I was not happy with how it looked last week. I mean, not last week, 2 weeks ago, because last week looked fine because it was a recorded one. So there we go. I'm bringing it a little closer so you can see it. Now I'm going to put these out, get these over here. I'll be stamping with those again here later. I got to move some things around. Hold on. There we go. Now I'm going to grab this one. This one looks kind of like a daisy. This one I'm only going to use Daffodil Delight. So the detailed one is darker. So I'm going to stamp it. Let's see, let's stamp it down here. Okay. Now with this one, you see how this one is kind of separated a little more than the others. The others are this one's separated down here, but this one's got a big gap in between. Here's the petal that's got the big gap. So I'm going to stamp it get inked up with Daffodil Delight, same color, but I'm going to stamp off. So the detailed one is the one you always want to do darker. Then I need to get up here so I can see. Right up against my camera, so hopefully I won't move it. There we go. And there's that flower. And then last but not least, I'm going to do this little one. This one I'm going to do here. And if you look, there's one spot that's, well, this one's kind of flat. Here, let me just stamp this. You'll see it here better stamped. So this one almost looks like it isn't done. It's like one big wide one. So let me I'm done with the Daffodil Delight for right now. I'm going to grab Lemon Lolly. And when I look at this stamp, you can see how this one's wider. This one has like 2 little petals next to it. This one just looks a lot wider than the other ones. It's just one great big one. Then this one is a great big one. So at first, before I put the ink on, I want to make sure I'm right. Oh, wait a minute. Bottom. Thought I was right. Let me look at this here. Oh, no, I was right the first time. So that's the flat area. That's the flat area. I just didn't turn it enough. So that lines up there. So I'm going to take my Lemon Lolly. This one I do not have to stamp off because it's a lot lighter. Get that lined up. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, it actually went perfect. There we go. So they're all just a little bit different, not by a lot. And plus, this one will look a lot lighter here in a little bit because they just have to dry a little bit. Now there are some flower centers. Oh, hi, Marilyn. Yes, we're still here. I'm glad you made it. If you want to see all my swap cards, though, make sure you watch the replay because I showed about 58 cards, so you don't want to miss those. Everybody really liked them. I got a lot of good swap cards this year. Okay, I'm going to grab my pecan pie again. There are 2 different sizes of flower centers. What I did, I put the more detailed one on one side, and here is the solid one, and here's the little one. So the big one goes in the center of the big flower. There we go. Oh, yes, Lynn. Lynn says she loves our 2 sides of our paper. I do too. That was back when I made my boo-boo. Drop that stamp. Okay, so the one that's got little speckles on it even has a little bit of a space right there. That one I want to do full strength pecan pie. See if I can get on top of this. Pretty good. Even if you don't get it right in the center, like I didn't right there, it still looks good. Then the solid one, I ink it up, stamp off because I want it lighter. And then what it does, it makes it so it's not just white inside there, it just darkens it up a little bit. So now it looks like it has highlights. Oh, Celia, you love that daisy stamp. That is pretty, isn't it? You could just do the daisy. I wanted to show all 3 flowers, but yeah, I like that one too. Now, both of these have the smaller circle in the middle, so I'm going to use a small one. So here's the one that's got the detail. I'm going to ink that up a little more. I don't think I inked it up. There, that's better. There's that one. And that one. So that's going to show you the difference. See how this is more muted? That has the big white, and it's just too much white. So I definitely want to do the stamp off. So I'm going to do the pecan pie. Stamp off. So it's a little lighter. If you don't stamp off, then this is just going to look like a brown circle. It's not going to have that texture that it has. Stamp off. Do this one. There. Now the flowers are ready. Put that to the side. See, I think that, oh no, wait a minute. Let's go ahead and get the stamping done. This is the inside of the card. 4 by 5 1/4 basic white. I'm going to do the big flower again. But I'm going to stamp it the same way. Get that pecan pie out of the way for a minute. So I'm going to do peach pie. And I'm going to kind of pay attention. I can see that long petal again. So I want to make sure that that is actually showing because it's going to help me line it up later. I'm only doing a partial. Okay. Then, done with the peach pie. So I close that up. I had to think there for a second. Get my Daffodil Delight. Once again, there is the petal that's sticking out. I'm going to stamp off. There's the one sticking out. So I know I've got that in the right spot. So line those up. If I hadn't made this one show, it would have been a little harder to line up. So I always find a petal that sometimes I think they do it to make sure you can line it up. So that one is the more distinguishing petal. There we go. So that's why I want to make sure that one's showing. Keep the Daffodil Delight out. I'm going to do the daisy again. So there's the big gap. So there's Daffodil Delight. I'm even going to have them intersect a little bit. Where's that big gap? Okay, I'm showing it good. There we go. Another partial. Then I'm going to grab, there's the big gap again. Stamp off. Line that up. There's that one. And last but not least, here's the small one. I'm going to get that big wide one right here that's at least flatter than this one. This one is fat, but it's got a little section that kind of sticks out. I'm doing the one that doesn't have anything sticking out. So I'm going to have that one showing here at the top. Stamp that one. Done with Daffodil Delight. Now I'm going to do Lemon Lolly. And here's the small one. There's the flatter petal right there. So that one's going to be with this one. That lined up. There we go. Get those flower centers done. So I'll grab the big one. Do the texture one first. That in the center. Oops, turn that over. Stamp off for the solid one. There we go. And then the little one, I'm going to do the texture. And the little one goes on both of these. Then do the solid one, stamp off. And stamp off. And then I really wanted to stamp those leaves because they are really pretty. So I'm going to add some leaves on here. The leaves on the front of the card are going to be die cut, so I'll show you that here in a minute. So let me get all these stamps out of the way. I'm using a bunch of them on this one. I wanted to show you what they all look like. So there are 2 leaves. And do them all in Old Olive, both layers. So let's see. I think I'll put this one here. And let's put this one right there. So you could even just leave the leaf like that. So that's what it looks like, but it's got a little more white showing in it. So I'm going to do this. Stamp off. Line it up, and it kind of fills in that white area, but stamping off makes it so you can still see the lines. There we go. So there's the inside of the card. All the stamping is done. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put this on the inside of the card so I don't lose it. You know, I am very good at doing that. Get the seal going again. Oh, come on. Why is it not going? Oh, I got one of those weird ones. Let me grab another one. I must have done something to make it fold over. I don't want to mess with that the rest of the video, so we'll do this. That happens just every once in a while. I hate it when it happens during a video. Okay, so this one, I like the flowers down here. I had just as much fun making the inside. You can tell, usually I don't go do all that, but I really like those flowers a lot. So there's the inside. Let's put this to the side again. Put it over here. Now I'm going to grab the die cutting machine. Oops. Things out of the way here. Okay. Now I'm going to grab the flowers. And here we go looking at you can see the big gap in this one. There's the big gap in the daisy. So that's how it's going to line up. So you line the dies up just like you do the stamps. And make sure that image completely fills in that opening in the die. I'm going to use 2 pieces of my Post-it tape. And if you don't have Post-it tape, you can use Post-it notes. Just use the adhesive part of it. It works just as good. Now I've got this one. That's the thin petal that's sticking out. So that would be this one. Turn that around. See if I got that right. I do. Get that completely filling in that opening. Sometimes you have to do twist it a little bit. There we go. Rotate it a little bit. That's what I'm trying to say. Last but not least, the little one here. And oh, there's the one that looks flatter. This one's got little bumps in it. This one's flatter. And that would be this one. Put that there. I've got to twist it a little bit or rotate it a little bit. There we go. I could probably just use 1 piece of tape with that one. I'm going to get another standard cutting plate on top and run it through. Okay. Get that tape off. I think that's all the time. I only need to use tape on these. So there's that flower. Then we've got this one. There we go. Isn't that daisy neat? I forget who said they like the daisies, but there it is all cut out. Looks even better cut out. Okay, well, somebody said something. Do you know if they brought back vellum? You know what? I need to look that up, Joan. I'm not sure. I'm glad I saw your question. I can't. Nobody talked about it. Now I can't, because I haven't been able to really study the catalog. So I will try to find that out and tell you guys next week. Help me remember the question. I will remember to look it up, but I may forget by next Tuesday to let you know. Maybe I can put it that in the tell you what, I will try to remember to do that, and I'll reply back to your comment when I get that answer. But there's that. I'll at least be able to tell you if it's in the annual catalog or not. I'm not going to know if they might have brought it back and just going to have an online store. We'll find that out soon. So that flower is done, but that's a good question. Okay, now I want to grab this one. This is Daffodil Delight cardstock. It's 3.5 by 4.5. This one, remember I showed you those two ovals? This one I know is just a regular oval because it's a little, just does the oval because it only has one blade on it. When you look at this one, it's got a blade on the inside and a blade on the outside, plus the stitching. So how this works, I will just put this on here. I want to use both ovals so you can see what they do. I don't need to worry about taping it, just as long as it stays on the cardstock. I agree, Celia. Celia says she thinks Stampin' Up makes the best layering stamps. I agree. I love it. So this one, I've got two pieces. This oval, I need to compare it with when I use this. I think this one's a little smaller. Yeah, just a little bit. But we'll compare that here when I do the vellum. I'll hold on to that. I'm not using this, so I can hold on to that to use for something else. When you look here, there's that frame I was talking about. I'm probably going to, I'm going to have to grab my Take Your Pick tool. I just need to poke it through these holes just a couple times, and it'll come right out, usually. I don't think I pushed it. There we go. I just didn't push it enough. So now I've got this really neat frame. Hope you can see, there you go. You can see the stitching a little bit there. Put that to the side. Now, grab the one that just does an oval. And this is vellum, but it's not the clear vellum. And Joan, I know that's probably what you're asking about. But this is the floral and gingham vellum. It's part of the suite. It's called Floral Delight Suite. That's where this paper here. So this and this are in the same suite with a different stamp set or different bundle, but it's called the Floral Delight Suite. In case you like it, this paper and everything, just check out the online store. You can also, if you have the mini catalog, the January to April, you can find it there. If you don't, you can go to the online store, which that link is down below in the video description and up in the Learn More button there on Facebook. Go to that, and then just in the search engine, type in Floral Delight, and you'll see the suite come up, and you can see everything that's in that suite. Okay, so this is going to go right here. There is a right side and a wrong side. It's a little hard to tell. Nope, this one I can tell the pool party is darker, so that is the top. But it really doesn't matter with this because this doesn't have any stitching. You just go ahead and die cut it out. It will matter when we put it on the card. So I can't remember if I told you the size. It is 3.25 by 4.25. The reason I didn't make it any larger, I could have. If you look at it, the blade is closer to the center. So I knew if the blade is in a little bit, it's not along the outside edge. So I know I've got plenty of room for die cutting. Just as long as it doesn't come off the paper, I'll be good. Run this through. See, it's got, that was plenty. I shouldn't say plenty, but worked out good. So there's that. And I wanted to compare this, didn't I? Oh, actually, this one makes a larger. I should have remembered. I should have known that. The one that just does the oval is a little bit larger. That's right, because the frame actually will attach to the vellum, which is kind of cool. So if you want them to be flat, then you could die cut, use that frame one again on like maybe white cardstock, or I could have done it with the vellum, and then would have fit in just right, just inside it. But I kind of liked this being wrapped around the top, so it kind of makes it so the frame is a little higher than the vellum. I thought that looked kind of cool. So now I'll put that to the side. What else do I need to die cut? Oh, yes. I knew there was something else. We've got leaves and stems to do. First off, I'm going to get this ready. The stems, it's a little hard to tell. You're going to notice my stamp there really thin. And on my original, I used multi-purpose glue, and I thought, I'm going to try the adhesive sheet. So I'm going to show you how to work these if you haven't done these before. This is a piece of old olive that's 1.5 by 3 3/4. This is the exact same size adhesive, 1.5 by 3 3/4. One of these sides, there's paper backing on both sides. I just start flicking to see which one comes off first. Let's see here. Sometimes you have to fold it, and that separates. Do a corner. Boy, normally I can get this with no problem. Well, shoot, let's go to another corner. Fold that. Well, I might have to get my take your pick tool out. Oh, there we go. I kind of flicked it and that got it. So I'm going to take this apart. This one's not sticky, so I know that's just the paper backing. This has got the adhesive on it. So I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to line it up here on the bottom of the old olive. This is why I'm making it the same size. Slowly bring it down. I still see some old olive. It's okay because I made it a little bigger than it needed to be. Then you turn it over. Want the cardstock to be facing up. And now I can put both of these on here. This is just a narrow one, so that's why I didn't need a very wide piece. Got a little glue on my finger. That's one thing about the adhesive sheets. It does get on your finger a little bit. And then I went ahead and did a separate piece because this one I didn't want to have the adhesive on it. This is old olive again, 3.5 by 2. That's going to do this one for me. And the 2 leaves. And this is all the die cutting I need to do. I don't want that one right up against it because sometimes when the dies are right up against each other, something doesn't die cut very well. So you do want to have a little bit of space. Just slowly bring this down. I'm holding this down with my left hand to make sure, yep, they're all on the cardstock. They didn't move on me. I hold this down till everything gets in the center section, and then I move it because then I know they're not going to move on me the last second. Now you're going to get to see the detail of these leaves. I love them. And look, they just came right out of the dies. I didn't have to worry about anything. But aren't these cool? Let me bring that up a little closer. Isn't that neat? I love that. So here are the leaves. Well, that one won't turn over. There we go. Then we've got our stems. And because I used the adhesive sheet, I've made little stickers. So there's the paper backing still. Grab my take your pick tool. I'll just push on that. That kind of brought it out a little bit. So now I've got a stem that's got adhesive on it. Then we've got this one. Get it coming out. Be real careful so it doesn't tear. There we go. So there's the paper backing for the adhesive, and there's the old olive side. And that is all the die cutting. Get everything, situated here. Make sure I'm thinking right. Yeah, that is all the die cuttings. Put this away. I always hate it when I forget I need to die cut something else and bring that heavy thing back over here. Okay, I'm going to grab my card base. And I did this a different way when I made the card, and I think this is going to be a little easier. So I'm going to put the vellum down first. Because this isn't the opaque vellum, having that ink does hide the adhesive a little bit. I'm going to put up against the white. Yeah, that side is definitely not as bright as this one. That's got a brighter side. So I'm going to turn it over. This is the wrong side. I am only going to put a little bit. Ooh, I forgot this one isn't looking right. Let me grab my other one. I'm just going to put a little strip here. The top, a little one down here, little one here, and a little one here. I could probably do more, but I don't want to take any chance of seeing that adhesive through the vellum. So I'm going to bring this right here. And remember, the oval is about the same size as that frame. So I know it's not going to, this isn't going to be too high. Just have the vellum look good. That's where I want it. So I'm having a little bit higher because I still want to see this paper down here. Yes, we can see some of the paper here underneath, which might look a little funny. Don't worry, we're going to get that fixed. I mean, you're not going to notice. Now, this one, I could have done it with the adhesive sheets too, but I didn't want this whole oval to have adhesive on it because it doesn't need it. And I kind of like the glue with this because then I can kind of move it around while I'm working with it. with the adhesive sheet, once it's down, it doesn't want to slide around like the glue does. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this over, take my multi-purpose glue, get the dry glue off of there. I'm just going to put was going to put a thin. I keep forgetting this one is very sensitive. So you know what? I might be putting little dots in different places. I always use my silicone craft sheet. And yes, the Stampin' Up sells this. That's what this is right here underneath it. Because if I get too much glue, like I did right there, you get a couple of little spaces here. I'm not going all the way around, but a lot of it has glue on it. And it doesn't have to be very thick, but up here is a little too thick. I don't know if you can tell that. It's a little bit too thick right there. So I'm going to take a little bit off because we don't need a lot. There, now I know it's not going to ooze out on me. And all that's going to dry and I can peel it off later. So this is going to go right along the edge, making sure I don't see any white inside that frame. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to put pressure on it because I like the where it's at. Oh, Cheryl says there's no vellum on the specialty paper page of the catalog. So that might mean we don't have the regular vellum, but I'm glad we have some printed vellum, but there we go. Now, when Cheryl says, ooh, and that's on my wish list, I'm guessing you're talking about the bundle. Oh, thanks, Becky. I'm glad you like it. So I've got that neat little frame now on. Because I put that pressure on, now the frame's not moving. I just thought the adhesive sheet, I'd have a little harder time if I wanted to move it later. So that's why I used the glue on that one. Plus, like I said, I didn't want to get any of that adhesive sheet on here. It still would have been fine. I could just peeled it off, but I didn't want to waste all that adhesive sheet when I didn't need it. Okay, now I'm going to start putting some things together. Let me get all my little pieces here. Let's put that up there. You know what? I better do a little bit of rubbing on my fingers because I've got some dried glue on there. There we go. And get all my little pieces except for the flower. Well, no, I'll put the flowers out too. We've got our 2 leaves. What I'm going to do, I kind of played around. I placed everything down, put the flowers down to see where I exactly wanted to put them. But now I can look at my original and kind of get an idea where I want to put these. So I'm going to take, if the paper backing doesn't come off real easy and I don't have a lot of fingernail left. Oh, it is coming off cool. I would definitely start with a little circle or oval that's on the top of the stem to start taking off your paper. But now I can take this off. That is completely covered with adhesive now. And I'm going to put it about right here. I kind of like the stem being down a little bit. I'm angling it. Let's see if that's, oh yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and push this down the rest of the way. Oh yeah, this is much easier using this than the glue on these. Another little circle up here. Let's see if I can flick that off. See if it comes off as easy as that other one did. And if it does not get my take, oh, it is. You can use the paper piercer part of the take your pick tool to get it off too. There we go. So all the backing's off of that one. And this one, I kind of put it at an angle this way. And it's okay if it doesn't meet completely right here. If the end of this, I want this end to be about the top part of the DSP because I'm going to be putting the greeting across here. You know what? I want this over a little bit more. So let's move it. So you can lift it up until you push it down just a little bit. Let me see if that's where I want it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to bring this down. There we go. So now the stems are down. Now I'm going to grab this one. And this one, I'm going to put some glue on it. I could use my seal too, but this is another one I might want to slide it a little bit. And you can't slide seal, but you can slide it when it's still got wet glue on it. I'm just putting it on the leaves. I'm not going to worry about the stem there. And I'm going to have this one go about right here. It's kind of going over this one a little bit. So I'll get that a little closer so you can see how I place that. And then I've got some little leaves here. I'll put a little glue on this one. And this one, I want it to be higher than the top of the DSP here. So I'm going to put it right up against this one. And that's going to be good. It's up above. That's where the DSP stops. Push that down. Put a little glue on here. And then this one is going to go up near the top of this one. Maybe angle it a little bit. Hold that down. And now let's go and put this on. I'm going to go ahead and use seal on this one. You can use the glue too. I'm going to put some seal here on the ends and maybe put one right across the middle. And this is going to, each end will line up with the edges of the white piece. So now I've covered up the bottom part here. So this may look a little darker up here, but you really can't tell. This kind of helps cover that DSP that's behind the vellum up. So I think that looks good. Now it looks right. I'm going to turn all these flowers over. Oops. And use some Stampin' Dimensionals. Let's see here. With this one, I think you just need one right there in the center. This one, I think I'm going to put a couple. Let me see if it's going to wobble on me. Oh, nope, that's pretty good. I thought I might need to put a half one here, but I think it's going to be fine. Now this one, I think I can get my little triangle. A lot of times I like to do a triangle. That way it doesn't wobble once I get it on the card. Okay. I like to take the paper backings off with my take your pick tool. I think I'm going to start with the big flower. It really doesn't matter. Now scoop these off. At least I thought I was. They're falling off. Okay, now this one, I'll put on right here. I'm just going to tap it down. I'm not going to put it on completely yet in case I want to move it. Paper backing off this one. And let's see, maybe about right here. And then we've got these. And let's put it here. I like that, so I'm going to push them all down. And I've got one more thing I'm going to put on here. That Floral Delight Suite that the paper and the vellum came from also has these cute little bees. Now, normally these bees I put on with multi-purpose glue. I just put a little dot on here. I found out with the vellum, at least it didn't work for me today, I couldn't get that bee to stick on glue on vellum. So I think it's just because the vellum's a little slippery. So I made a glue dot work. I'm going to grab and get a hold of them here. There we go. Find a glue dot. I'm going to put where the head is of the bee. I'm going to put it right along the top edge so I don't see the glue dot around the head. Let's see if I did that. Oops, nope. Need to go a little higher. I guess it doesn't matter. I can still squish it. Push this down. I'm going to take my fingernail while it's still on the paper and push that glue dot underneath because it's bigger than the bee. But I'm taking my thumbnail and just pushing it so it goes underneath the bee. Then I can take this off. And the glue dot will stick to the vellum, no problem. And because I squished it, none of the glue dot is showing, so it's not going to be sticky. Now you can put more bees on if you make this card later. I just decided to put one on. I thought that was perfect amount of bling. So there's my first card with the new Impressions Abloom Bundle. But you're going to see me do a lot of different cards. The paper that comes with this has a lot of different colors in it, not mainly yellows and greens and blues like this one does. So this will give you another color combo you could use with it if you get the whole suite when it comes out in the annual catalog. But I will be having that pretty soon. And like I said, I don't usually do unboxings for customers. I'll show you all the new stuff closer to the middle of April probably. But my team, I'm going to be showing all them that stuff in our meeting next week. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Enjoyed all the swaps I showed you, everything that I got. Switching here. Boy, it's not wanting to switch cameras tonight. But showed you all the stuff I got on stage, and I hope you enjoyed seeing all that, especially all those swap cards. I knew you'd really like seeing those. Oh, thanks, Myra. I'm glad you liked the card. Let's see, Romaine's, well, here, I keep forgetting I can do this. Let's put this up. But she says, after seeing, now I can't read it. After seeing this set used, oh, now you want to order it. Well, good. Can't wait till May. hopefully the way all the months go by, it's probably going to go fast for you. So I'm glad you guys liked it. Oh, thanks, Joan. I'm glad you liked it too. And Myra. Okay. Oh, thanks, Polly. And Polly got to see this, and she's a demonstrator. She'll hope. I wonder if she pre-ordered it. Okay. And Cheryl. That's Becky. I think it's always commented to you guys, but I'm glad you guys are liking it. Okay. I think what I'm going to do. We've got one more time because some of you came on later, and make sure you're in on the door prize. Let me put this screen back on here again. That one. Yes. This is the actual door prize. Oh, hi, Judy. Yep, we're just finishing up, but that's okay. You can watch the replay because you're going to want to see everything I got. I showed all the swaps, and then I also made this card. The paper and stuff is from the mini that's going on right now, but the bundle I used is what I got at OnStage. It's one of the new ones from the new online exclusives that are going to come out in May. But this is actually going to be the door prize for tonight. And then those of you that are watching the replay, you will have a chance to get this card then. So everybody watches the live, you're going to have 2 chances to win this card. So tonight, I'll be doing a drawing here for this one. So what you do, if you live in the United States and want to be part and want to win this card, if you haven't done it already, if you did the beginning of the video, you're in the drawing. But if not, make sure you type in #doorprize, just like you see there on the screen, because a program is the one that determines who the winner is. And it's only going to pull the comments into the door prize drawing that have it typed in just right. So while you're watching a live, make sure you type it in just like you're seeing it there on the screen. One word, all small letters, and make sure you put that hashtag at the beginning. Oh, good, Karen. I'm glad you like seeing all the goodies I got at OnStage. It was a really good week. Oh, it says I keep freezing. I'm wondering if that's Facebook. I haven't heard anybody else say that. Hopefully it's not freezing for everybody else. It's getting frustrating. Let's see. Celia says she likes the card. I might have already said, but she's going to get this set now. That's right. I already showed you that one. So we'll go back to the door prize. So make sure you do the #door prize, and I will do the drawing for this card at the end of the video. Those of you watching the replay, you get a chance to win this card, and I'll do the winner for that in next week's drawing. But the rules are you have to live in the United States, and make sure you type in #door prize, just like you see on the screen. Okay, now while everybody's doing that, because there's always a delay, I'm going to go ahead and tell about the thank you gifts, and then we'll do the door prize winner, and then we'll be all done for the night. I need to get those because I kind of put them over here at the side. Okay, so if you place a $50 order, I'm going to get the ticker going using the host code that's going to show up here in just a second. Place a $50 order, you will get the card kits to make 2 each of these cards right here. These were the umbrella days. I did these in the recorded live last week. So if you want to get the card kits to make 2 each of these, place a $50 order with that host code before shipping and tax, that is, and you'll get the card kits. I do give you enough of the embellishments. These are the iridescent foiled gems. I'll give you enough of those. And I do to make all 6 cards, I mean. And I die cut all of the labels. These were done with the I can't remember the name of the die set, but I got those all from one die set. So I die cut those. But any die cutting that was done with the Umbrella Days bundle, that you have to do on your own. I do give you the card stock to do that, though. So that's in those kits. They're just not die cut for you. And you can substitute with any bundle or stamp set you want to make the cards. You don't have to use the Umbrella Days. So that's with your $50 order using that host code. If you bump it up to a $140 order, you will also get the Riverside Irregular Pearls. There's some white ones up here. These are gray granite, and these are the Lost Lagoon. Yes. So they're all, you can tell why they're called irregular pearls, because they're different. They're flatter and a little wider and not a complete circle. So these are in the online exclusives right now. So you will get a full pack of these plus the card kits with that $140 order, but you have to use the host code in order to get these. Now, if you place an order that's $150 or more before shipping and tax, do not use the host code. You'll still get thank you gifts from me that you've earned. You will also get Stampin' Words from Stampin' Up. But if your order's under $150 before shipping and tax, you have to use that host code because that defers my costs to give you all this free stuff. Now, I have one more gift, though. If you bump it up at a $230 order, you definitely want to take that host code off because you're over the $150. You will get all of this, plus you will get a new Wink of Stella. I love Wink of Stella. I use it a lot, but you'll get a brand new one with a $230 order before shipping and tax. So that is how the thank you gifts work. If you have any questions, just comment and let me know, or you can click the contact me link down below in the video description on YouTube, or message me on Facebook with your question. I can get right back with you. Also, you can get all the information on this. I've got it all typed up. I've got a thank you gifts page on my blog. The link, you can find the link on Facebook, clicking that learn more button. You can also find the thank you gifts link down below in the video description if you're watching on YouTube. Okay, all done with that. That should have given everybody enough time to get their hashtag door prize in. Oh, I'm hiding my card. Where did I put that card? Oh, there it is. So now it's time to get ready for this. I'm going to get rid of the door prize. Because we're all done with that. Get that. Now you can see the host code without having to wait for the ticker. Okay, let me get my raffle together here. I haven't quite got that set up like I usually do. And I'm going to count to 3. Let me first get my Post-it note ready here. I almost always forget to get that set up because I need to write the name down who's going to win. So everybody's watching live here tonight that did hashtag door prize will get in the drawing. I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3, go. Congratulations, Debbie. I'm trying to remember if you won before. I recognize your name. I don't know if it's just from you watching and commenting or if you've won before. If you haven't, or just to be on the safe side, if you're not sure, make sure you click, let's see, you're watching on YouTube, look down that video description and you'll find a contact me link. Just click on that and you can give me your mailing address and I'll get this card mailed out to you. So congratulations, Debbie. Now if you're not sure exactly where to find the video description, I can hurry up and pop my email up too. Let's see here. Oh, nope, not the live chat. I need this one up. Too many buttons. So here, I need to take the raffle down. Hold on a minute. I think every week I forget to take that down. So let me get my email up here. It's Christy Falk at createwithchristy.com. And there we go. So if you can't find the contact me link, there's the actual email. So you can write that down real quick. I'll leave it there. Like I said, you can click that contact me link. So congratulations. I'm glad you got that. Oh, I didn't write your name down. I know who it is. So don't worry about it. Oh, Debbie Franklin. Yes, I did. I wrote it on the back of the card. There we go. I'm losing my mind. Okay. I thought I wrote your name down, but then I couldn't find it. So congratulations, Debbie. I'm glad you won this. So that is it for tonight. I think that's been up long enough. So now I'll switch to me. I'm glad you guys were here. I'm glad I got to show you all the onstage stuff. That was a lot of fun last week. I'm glad to be home, though. I have to admit, we were all pretty tuckered by the end. We had to, about all the storms happened over the weekend. Sunday was just about everybody's traveling day. Some people left Saturday night, but we flew over the storm. We were originally supposed to drive down to Atlanta. Fly to Atlanta and then up to Indy. And the storm was so bad down in Atlanta, they had to change our flight in the middle of the night. And actually 45 minutes early, we had to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning. So we got up really early and got to the airport and I had to go up to Baltimore. Had problems with the plane with that. We were all ready to go. Looked like we were actually going to get home early. There was a plastic part on a door that they had to replace. And they couldn't find the replacement. We had to wait forever. We were on that plane for an hour and a half before we got to take off. But thankfully it was in the morning, so the plane wasn't hot. But yeah, that was a long morning. But we still got home by lunchtime, which was really good. Some ladies left in the late morning, early afternoon. That's when the storms hit Raleigh, and a lot of people got delays, had to sit. There were some ladies that said it took them 23 hours to get home. So I was glad. Normally I wouldn't like having that early of a flight, but I was glad we did that day because we got through. Yes, we had turbulence to fly over with the storm, but we didn't get delayed too much. So we were happy about that. So I'm hoping everybody got home safe and sound that was there. And I think I'm finally done talking. When I get tired, I get a little jabbery. So I'll go ahead and get going. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again next week for a card class at home. And I hope you have a great week. Bye, guys.